guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here. So today we have another episode in this series where I take you along with me on my collecting journey, where we try and grow this video game collection, and we try and do so without overpaying and overspending on tons of video game items out there. I'm constantly asked how I afford all of this stuff in my game collection. I'm always asked if I just have tons of money to blow, and that could be further from the truth. So I'm constantly out there hunting for deals. I'm trying to find amazing scores at the thrift stores, flea markets, yard sales, Facebook Marketplace, and pretty much anywhere else that you can find these deals at. And I have found so much stuff, so every single Thursday we do an update video, and so far I have just struck gold every single time. So I'm so excited to share this week's update as we have a bunch of random stuff kind of mixed in. We have a couple different Facebook Marketplace scores, so let's go ahead and see what I found. First up, we'll go ahead and do a little recap. So last week we had some amazing finds. I know I say this every single week, but I have just been getting so lucky out there, finding so much cool stuff where people actually message me back again when they find more video game stuff, and just so many Facebook Marketplace scores. The market around here is just so crazy, and you have to be very quick when you're out there searching. You can't really wait around. If you see something, you kind of have to be interested right away, message the person, and tell them that you'll be on the way as soon as possible. So that's pretty much how you find those amazing deals, and I'm just still blown away by that Silent Hill 2 game that I found in the past few weeks, and just some of those other big ticket titles. So this is just crazy to me that people actually have these out there. They don't know what they're worth, and people are just looking to clean up their house, either moving or getting things organized. So it's just crazy. So we left off last week with about $515, and the only item that actually sold was an Xbox 360 bundle that I had. I think I scored it for around $30 or so, and I posted it for $70, and of course I added some games to that, which some of those are some cheap games that I got in a bundled lot, and that thing sold right away, so I was pretty excited to go ahead and profit that. So we have $585 coming into this week, and both of these pickups that we have here, one was actually from someone that I purchased a much larger lot from earlier, and then another one is just someone just looking to get rid of a bunch of random stuff. So we'll try and go through both of these lots here, and you guys can let me know if I overpaid and if I got lucky with some of these items. So in the first lot here, we actually have some of these games, and I'll go over what I spent at the end of this entire lot, because I originally went up there to go get some manuals for some games that I had purchased earlier. So here we have some of these games, and these were all scored for just a couple dollars. So here we have this Kaboom game. We also have this Atari 5200. We have Star Raiders. We have some Q*bert. This copy of Moon Patrol. Some Super Breakout. This Pac-Man. This Pango. Defender. Mario Brothers. Another copy of Moon Patrol. Some Berserk. One of my all-time favorites is Frenzy, playing these games back in the day. We have Frogger 2. This copy of Pac-Man. This Dig Dug. Copy of Centipede. And Space Invaders. So I pretty much picked all these up a little while back, and I just decided to factor everything into this actual pickup. And the person reached back out and said that I did not take any of the manuals that came with these. So here he actually has this box for Astro Chase. So this is Atari 5200 game box. And then of course we have tons of these manuals included. So this is definitely pretty cool. Some of these are included in the lot and some aren't. So here we have this Robotron. We have Real Sports Soccer, Dig Dug, Mario Brothers, Centipede, Super Breakout, Defender, Space Invaders, Galaxian, Pac-Man, another Pac-Man, this Star Raiders, which is a bit thicker than the others, Bomb Squad Bulletin, and Astro Chase. So I figured that this was a pretty cool pickup to kind of bundle in, as we have been seeing tons of those newer gen games, or some that are a little bit newer than these ones right here. So I'm definitely excited to grow my Atari 5200 collection and just add more games to the collection. He also found some other cool stuff that he decided just to kind of throw in. So here we actually have this little insert for the Sega Genesis game, and here we have this poster. So, of course, we have this Altered Beast poster for the Sega Genesis. On the back here it says, Sega Genesis, your world will never be the same. Then, of course, it has all of these great games at the bottom here. I just love these old posters and these old kind of promotional items for these video game systems. So this is pretty sweet that he was able to reach back out to me and kind of help me out by adding some more stuff to the game collection. He also had a Nintendo 64 bundle with a controller included in the lot that he kind of just threw in. So I was definitely excited about that, as a buddy of mine actually wanted it right away. So I was able to work out a deal with my buddy and actually sell that to him and try and just help complete some other people's collections. So I was really excited to do that. So that one that you just saw is actually part of another pickup. So that Nintendo 64 will go ahead and take that out of this bundle right here that I had picked up, and then we'll go ahead and add the $80 back into the game fund at the end, as that is what I actually traded it to a buddy for. And then he decided that he had some other games. So since in a previous video I actually did some pretty cool pickups that I showed off from the last time I visited him, he decided that because I had the little strategy guide, he was going to throw in this Beavis and Butthead game for the Super Nintendo. So this is definitely a pretty cool score right here. And then he also had this Pack Attack game. So I definitely remember that one back in the day, and I was really excited to see it. And then part of the reason why I actually went up there is because he said that he had tons of GameCube games. So I was really excited to see this F-Zero game. This is F-Zero GX. Such a great game for the GameCube. One that's pretty sought after. So I was definitely excited, as he kind of hooked me up on this. And then this game right here, a big ticket game. This is Ultimate Muscle. This is right here, Legends versus New Generation. So I was very excited to find this game. This one also comes with the manual and everything included in here. So I was very excited, as this game goes for $100 and some. So he definitely hooked me up and kind of threw in some games for free. So this is so cool to find some more GameCube games into the collection. He even had this copy of Bloody Roar Primal Fury. So it looks like he picked this game up for about $6, which is crazy to me. And then of course he traded it to me in this lot right here. So I actually bought it for just a little bit more than that. So he made a few dollars, and then I got to add this really clean copy of this game into my collection, which I'm very excited about, because it's not often that you find these GameCube games at the store. So this is definitely pretty cool. Then we have this copy of The Sims. This is the Herbs Sims in the City. This is the special edition, and it says the free Black Eyed Peas music download. So this is really cool. Looks like he got this one for about $4.99. So he made a couple bucks on this one as well. This one is also complete with the disc as well. Then he had this outer case. So this one is Mario Party 4 for the GameCube. It did not come with the game, and it did not come with the manual, but he just kind of threw this one in as a little bonus, and I actually know someone who needs this for their game collection. So this is definitely awesome that now I get to go ahead and kind of pass this along to another YouTuber. So this is definitely pretty cool. Then he also had a couple other things that he just threw in. Like he threw in this case, it's just the outer artwork of this Pokemon Diamond version. So now if I find the cartridge for this game, I can go ahead and complete it and then possibly find a manual for it. He also had this case. This was another empty case of Mario Super Sluggers. So I had recently picked up this game and it was in pretty rough shape. So I was pretty excited that he had the manual for it. He had these extra inserts included. So now I can go ahead and swap that out and kind of upgrade my copy. Then we have this Wii game. This is Dragon Ball Z. So this is pretty cool. This is the second one. And of course it has another thrift store sticker on it for 99 cents. So this one is pretty cool to find. And he definitely hooked me up on this one as well. Some of these are a lot more sought after games, but they're just some that I did not have in my own personal collection. So this one is definitely going to be great. Then we have this copy of Mega Man the Anniversary Collection. This contains 10 classic Mega Man titles. So this one is also complete with the manual, and it has this really clean disc. So this is definitely a great title to add to the collection. I just love these compilation, these anniversary style games. Then he also had this controller. Of course we have a Sega Saturn controller. So you can never have too many of those, as I definitely think I need a few more of these. So that is pretty cool. He also threw in this pretty awesome Super Nintendo poster. So this is just a little one. This is Mech Warrior 3050, Futuristic Battle Mech Warfare. So this is a pretty cool insert. Now I do have this game loose. Then we have this manual for Streets of Rage for the Sega Game Gear. This X-Men for the Sega Game Gear. Then he also threw in this really cool controller. If you guys are familiar with this overlay, just go ahead and leave a comment below. So this actually looks really cool. I'm not too sure which game this actually goes for, but it looks very familiar for some reason. So this is definitely a pretty cool controller. And then he also threw in this Nintendo GameCube system. This is a very clean silver GameCube. Every button on it works. It looks very clean. It comes with a couple different memory cards in here. So this one he wanted to go ahead and just throw in for just a few extra dollars, as he noticed that I didn't have this one in my game collection, and I was definitely thrilled to add this. I do have the silver one, but of course it's the Pokemon jewel cover on top. It's not the plain silver one. So this one will definitely go in my personal collection, so I'm not planning on flipping this one or selling it. He did also throw in a couple Wii systems, so these are potential to go ahead and sell. So they are missing the tops, and this one's missing the front door. So I'll have to order some of those online. They do sell them pretty cheap. They're about $6 or so on eBay. They just take a little while to come in. Of course, I'll need to find some cables so that I can go ahead and bundle both of these systems, find some extra controllers, extra games, and just bundle them for sale. And then probably one of my favorite parts of all of this was all of these promotional little buttons, and then we have some of these magnets. So here we have this Crash Bandicoot, cool little promotional item. We have this one, a Crash Bandicoot one. We have this Diddy Kong Racing Play It Today little Nintendo 64 promo pin. We have this promo pin for the Nintendo 64. This is Space Station Silicon Valley. We have this big button for Ice Age The Meltdown. We have this NFL Game Day 2000. This big pin, this is NFL Game Day 2001. We have this Xbox game, only on the Xbox. This is Teo Fang, Fist of the Lotus. And then this Crash Bash pin for the original PlayStation. So this was definitely a pretty cool score right here. We have some of those big ticket games, those GameCube games that just keep going up in price. Just a crazy thing right there. So I had about $585 to go ahead and spend, and this lot right here that you saw was about $250. So before I reveal how much I spent in total and how much I made already, we'll go ahead and take a look at this next lot, which I saw listed on Facebook Marketplace for about $50, but of course the person wanted just a little bit more. So I'll go ahead and show you everything that I saw. It looked like there was a box of games and then a random box of just other stuff like cables, wires, controllers, consoles. So I was definitely shocked when I saw this, as I know there is good money to be made. So right away, in one of the little bins, I noticed that there was a Nintendo 64 system with both of the cables. I haven't tested everything just yet. It did come with an original controller and it came with a memory card, and that was just in the little box that kind of looked a mess because it had cables and wires and controllers everywhere. Then I saw this original Nintendo 64 controller in there. It has this little rumble pack attachment. Of course it's missing some pieces. So this was just crazy to see that, as I know I can make some money on this Nintendo 64 system as long as everything works. And then I saw in the picture that there were 2 PlayStation 1 consoles. So I was pretty excited, as now I have 2 more of these systems that I could potentially bundle for sale. I just have to get everything cleaned up, get everything tested, and see which duplicate games I have. And then it just kept going because there were some controllers. So here we have this PlayStation controller. So this will definitely go well with one of the systems. We also have another PlayStation controller that was just kind of in that little tote bin. And then we have this GameCube controller. This is the Wavebird. Of course it doesn't have the receiver, but it does have this little back piece right here. So I was definitely thrilled for that. It looks to be in decent shape once I get it all cleaned up. So I'm definitely shocked to see that in there. We have this little charging dock for the Nintendo Wii. So it just kind of looks like there were so many different systems. We have this little flight stick. It says Wingman Extreme Logitech. And it looks like this is for the PC or something. So this is pretty interesting that they kind of had all of this stuff just kind of jam-packed in one. We have this controller. Looks like one of those little aftermarket ones for the Nintendo or Super Nintendo, or even possibly Genesis. We have some more cables and wires. Some of these I'm not really too sure what they go to. This one looks like a controller charger for the original, I guess the Xbox 360. There's this little Energizer cord. This one looks like it might go through to the Wii charger station that was included. There are some headphones. There's some Xbox 360 hard drive transfer cable. There's some Xbox 360 wires and cables as well for the TV. There's even this little charging thing. This looks like it goes to a computer or something. Some of these little coaxial cables. Just some random stuff. Here's some PlayStation. Looks like the PS1 little adapters. So there might even be a power cable included as well. So that would be pretty cool to go ahead and bundle everything together. There's even some Wii cables. So this definitely comes in handy, as I just picked up 2 loose Wii systems and I had one in the collection that was missing some of the wires. So here we have this AV cable, we have the power adapter, and we have the Wii sensor bar. Everything looks to be in pretty decent shape. Then we have this little receiver for this controller. This is for the PlayStation 2. There's even some more controllers in here. We have this GameCube controller, and this definitely matches the silver one that I just picked up as well. and of course another PlayStation 2 controller. So I'll definitely have to get everything tested, get everything kind of bundled, cleaned up, and get it on those shelves that I do have in my game collection. And that's not all, because there are some games. So there is this little hard drive for the Xbox 360, which I definitely needed another one of these. And looks like this little Activision little plug. I think this goes to one of the Guitar Hero games. We have this back for this little Energizer Nintendo Wii cover for that little charging dock. We have some little Skylanders right here. And along with some of these Nintendo dust sleeves, we get into the games here. So I briefly saw a picture of this, and I did see a couple of these good quality titles in this big bunch right here. So I'm just so shocked because everything was complete, and there were a couple games that I didn't even notice because I didn't see them in the picture. So this was actually in the system. We have this Bob the Builder game for the original PlayStation. We also have this Beyblade game for the PlayStation. It looks like we have this Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. This is the, I guess, the soundtrack for the movie. We also have another movie. We have this Pokemon movie, Midnight Guardian. So this is pretty cool to have this randomly in there. Then right here we get onto these games. So first up we have this Capcom game. This is Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers for the original Nintendo in very decent shape. This is very clean label. So I'm very excited, as now I think I have some duplicates. We have this Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt game. We have this Adventure Island game. We even have this Dr. Mario game. And we have this right here, Bible Adventures. So this is definitely pretty sweet to include all of these Nintendo games in this lot. And I think there are some manuals. So we'll go ahead and look at those. So of course one of the manuals is this Dr. Mario manual. And of course this goes with this Nintendo game. Then we have this Land of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. This is for the Sega Game Gear. And then we have this one right here. So of course we have this Halo manual for the Xbox 360. Then we also have this one as well for the Xbox 360. So it just kind of looked like there are some extras included. This Xbox 360 case, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Sadly, this is just the case. We have this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game. This is just the case in the manual, so it is missing the loose disc. We have this Project Gotham Racing 2, only on the Xbox. This one is also missing the game disc, but it has the manual and the case. We have this game, which I did not see in the picture, so I was pleasantly surprised. We have this game. This is Call of, not even sure how to pronounce it, for the original Xbox. This crazy horror game that I'm pretty excited to find. As this game disc goes for over $30 or so, just by itself. So this is really cool. We have some more Xbox 360 games. We have this limited edition of Battlefield Bad Company 2. This one is complete. We have this Xbox game. We have Greg Hastings Tournament Paintball. This one is just the disc only. We have this copy of Halo. So I always find this game. This one is the cool cover one where it kind of has this reflective look. It says Halo Combat Evolved, with the manual included and some extra pamphlets in here. And then of course the game disc. We have this copy of Secret Weapons over Normandy. So this one is pretty cool. This one also comes complete. Copy of George of the Jungle and the Search for the Secret for the PlayStation 2. This one is also complete. A copy of this racing game, we have Corvette, which is also complete. This Ace Combat 5, The Unsung War. and this one is complete as well. Some more games, we have this Prism game. Not really too sure about this one. Chapter 1, The Dark Unicorn. And it says that it comes with a comic inside. So this one is complete, and it does have this comic, so this is pretty cool. It's a copy of Disney's Out of the Shadows. So this is pretty cool. Star Wars The Force Unleashed for the PlayStation 2. Another PlayStation 2 game. This one definitely holds its value. A great game. This is Twisted Metal Head On. So this one is pretty cool. It does come with some extras included. This PlayStation 2 game, Armored Core 2. This one is just the disc only with the case. Then we have this GameCube game mixed in here. This is Tom and Jerry War of the Whiskers. So this one is complete. We have the Serious Sam 2 game. This one looks really fun. Looks like some pretty crazy weapons included. Pick up where Sam Serious Stone left off as he battles the hordes of minions of Mental, the biggest, most evil guy in the universe. Get ready to grab a gun and blow stuff up again. We have this copy of Mech Assault, another fun game, classic, on the original Xbox. This one is complete. This is the Platinum Hits version. We have this copy of The House of the Dead 3, one of my favorite light gun games. So this is a whole lot of fun right here. Definitely a great game. I love playing these on the arcade machines, and I love playing pretty much all of these games. We have Fusion Frenzy, which is a great party game. One of the ones that I remember playing with friends back in the day. Just some really good titles here. We have this copy of Fable, which is another great series, one that I love playing, and you can replay it over again, as you can either play as nice or bad, so that's pretty cool. Then we have this greatest hits version of Sonic Heroes for the PlayStation 2. Love these Sega style games and all of these Sonic the Hedgehog games. We have this Halo 2 multiplayer map pack. So this one is complete as well. And then this game, you may actually remember that I just picked up the same game on the PlayStation 2. So here we have this copy of Silent Hill 2, Restless Dreams. So this is on the original Xbox. This is complete right here with the manual on the game desk. So when I saw this game, I knew I had to go pick up this lot, as I knew that there were some great titles included in here, like House of the Dead, Serious Sam, Mech Assault, just some really great games. There's Twisted Metal games and Silent Hill 2. And then of course seeing all of those video game systems, like the PlayStation 2 systems and the Nintendo 64 with all of these extra wires, cables, controllers, and everything else. So I spent $75 on this lot here, and I'm just so excited because we spent $250 on the first lot, another $75, so we have about $325 in this lot right here. We had $585 to go ahead and spend, so that brought us down to about $260 left, and we already made some of that money back, so I pretty much got this whole lot for free because I sold that Nintendo 64 for about $80 or so to try and help out a buddy of mine. So now we're up to $340 going into next week. So I'm just so thrilled because here we have the potential to bundle some of these Wii systems or some of the ones that we already had in the game collection, these PlayStation 1 systems, the Nintendo 64, some of these controllers. We just have so much here that we could potentially bundle, sell, trade, and this is just so cool. So I definitely scored pretty big this week, and I just keep finding these amazing horror games in these lots here. So this is really awesome. So now it's time to get to work, as this game collection has just went crazy with all of these extra wires, cables, controllers, game systems, promotional items, and games. It's just insane to me. So I'll definitely have to try and get some things organized, try and move some items that I've already posted for sale, and try and just get some things organized a little bit more. Maybe trade with a buddy of mine to thin out some of this stuff here. So I definitely don't like all of this clutter and all of this chaos going on. But over these past few months, I have grown this game collection crazy. So this is just insane to me. I never thought that all of this stuff would start with just one trip to the thrift store. I never thought that that's all it would take to grow an amazing game collection without even spending all of this crazy amounts of money, as we pretty much started from buying some stuff at that thrift store, flipping it on the side, and the collection just kind of went off from there. So this is just insane to me, and we're going into next week with $340, and that's without even selling anything. So hopefully I can get some things bundled up together, get some things sold, get some of the duplicate items out of this little collection here, and just try and organize a little bit more, as this is just insane, and I've found so much cool stuff over the past few weeks especially. So all of these horror games, like the Silent Hill 2 game, and then of course I found it a few weeks ago on the PlayStation 2. So $100 and some versus about $50 or $60. It's just crazy that I keep finding these style games. And then of course some other fun ones. We have all of this stuff in this pickup. We've had PlayStation 2, original Xbox, Xbox 360, tons of GameCube and other Nintendo games. So this is just pretty great that this week I found so much cool stuff, especially this game right here, this Ultimate Muscle game for the GameCube. Such a great title. This F-Zero game, this Bloody Roar Primal Fury game. Just so many classics here, just jam-packed into these two amazing hauls. And then all of these promotional items like those promo pins, just really cool. So of course, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this week's pickup. Did I definitely hit it out of the park with some of this stuff? What would you do with all of this extra stuff? Would you get some sort of bin to put everything in to try and organize it, or would you just try and sort it on the shelf by different system and different genre and everything else? So of course, let me know in the comments below, and make sure you guys stay tuned for every Thursday as I do an update video. I find more cool stuff as we just keep going on. Let me know what your favorites are from this video, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos, and stay tuned for more.